Welcome to the Deck Dive. Today we're exploring some excerpts from Rhapsody of Realities by Pastor Chris, 2nd July. The specific devotional is called Stay Focused on the Divine Mission. And our goal here really is just to unpack the ideas about, purpose and commitment that are presented in this reading. We want to understand how this perspective defines what it calls a divine mission. Just to be clear, we're exploring the text itself, trying to give you a clear sense of its message.
Right. And what's really foundational, I think, in this devotional is how it immediately zooms in on the Lord Jesus. It talks about his, absolute concentration on his divine mission. The text argues he knew exactly what he came for and wasn't distracted at all. That's really the starting point.
And it uses his own words to back that up, which is interesting, like John 12.49, where he says, "For I have not spoken of myself, but the Father which sent me, he gave me a commandment, what I should say and what I should speak." That sounds incredibly specific, doesn't it? Like a preset instruction, not just a general goal.
Exactly. It's framed as a commandment. And then when the devotional brings in Luke 19.10, for the Son of Man has come to seek and to save that which was lost, it's really emphasizing not just the purpose, but the, let's say, the divine authority behind it, the core mission being redemption. It paints it as a very active, specific rescue operation.
And the commitment level described.
Yeah.
Wow. It highlights John 4.34, where Jesus says, "My food is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work." My food. That phrase really sticks out. It makes it sound like something absolutely essential, like for survival. It makes you wonder, how does the devotional suggest someone gets that kind of all-in commitment today with all the, distractions we face?
That's a key question the text sort of addresses. It doesn't just hold it up as, look how amazing Jesus was. No, it suggests this is actually a direct commission for us, for believers.
Yeah.
It argues that Jesus' mission, his commitment, it's mirrored in a mandate given right to his followers. It uses John 20.21, "As my Father hath sent me, even so send I you." So it's presented like a direct handover almost.
Okay, so if we're sent, according to this text, what does that mission actually look like for people today?
The devotional mentions Mark 16.1 thing, "Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature." I mean, that sounds huge, a massive undertaking. For anyone listening, that could feel pretty overwhelming, right?
It could, yeah. And the text does address that scale, but it also injects this real sense of agency. It brings in Matthew 24.14, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." But what's really striking here, and maybe quite challenging for some, is that this specific devotional mentions a mandate to complete the full preaching of the gospel in all nations this year.
This year, wow. Okay, that specific time frame that's quite something. And that leads right into what the devotional says about accountability, doesn't it? For you, the listener. It states pretty bluntly, your accountability to the Lord would be on the basis of your participation in the gospel.
Okay.
It seems to narrow the focus right down to that one thing. How does it suggest you measure that participation? Well, it definitely emphasizes action. It's not just about belief, but about doing. And related to that, the devotional encourages us to essentially emulate Jesus in everything.
Yeah.
It points to John 8.29, where Jesus says, "I always do those things that please the Father." And that leads to the call to let your life mirror the Master in speech, action, and commitment to the divine mission. So it's not just doing the mission, but also being like the one who gave it in every way.
Okay. So wrapping this up, the main takeaway from these excerpts seems to be this incredibly strong emphasis on first identifying and then just relentlessly pursuing a divine mission, a mission modeled by Jesus and, according to this text, passed on to believers. It's a call to a life that's really, really focused on that one goal.
Exactly. It strongly pushes for personalizing that mandate, living, day to day with this feeling that, as the text says, necessity is laid on you to preach the gospel.
Yeah.
It's framed not just as a good idea, but as an urgent requirement, a necessity.
Yeah. And that line, "Nothing in this world is more important than that," that's about as clear as it gets.
It is, which leaves us with a final thought to chew on, based purely on this devotional's perspective. If accountability is only measured by your participation in this specific divine mission, and if truly nothing in this world is more important than that, well, what does that actually imply for how you should prioritize everything else? Your job, your family, your hobbies, personal goals. And what, from this specific viewpoint, does real success actually look like? Something to consider.
For more information on how you can grow spiritually using Rhapsody of Realities, please visit our website, www.rhapsodyofrealities.org, or you can also visit rin.rhapsodyofrealities.org/salvation. Thank you.